Hey, welcome back. We're going to do a another classic, Fantastic Four, number 199, um, a book from the late 70s. I always love these kind of stories with Doctor Doom and Fantastic Four. Uh, it's great stuff because Doctor Doom was always more like a megalomaniac, insulting people the whole time. It's what's happening here as well. He reminds me a little bit of classic Dracula, also from Marvel. He was also, insulting people the whole time, thinking he's superior at something. And well, this is classic Doom. And I also love, this rendition of Fantastic Four. I don't know what happened to the Fantastic Four nowadays. I mean, I don't want to go back to well, everything sucks nowadays. Well, yeah, I think it do. I think it does. I think it. I don't know. They don't. It seems they don't even try anymore to make the heroes interesting anymore. I mean, did you know that Fantastic Four was one of the biggest selling books in Marvel history? It was one of the flagship books. Stories were great. It was going on for a very long time, and now somehow they went back because of the movie deal when it came out, because there was some licensing problem or something, or they want to, because I believe Fantastic Four the movie was into Fox hands, and then Marvel was pathetic, and they said, well, we're not gonna make Fantastic Four books anymore, and blah 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 for whatever reason, because reasons. And then when the Fantastic Four came back, I mean, not so long ago, they came back with a whimper instead of a bang. Hey, Fantastic Four been away for years, and now they are back. And then it's gonna sell books like hot cookies. Well, okay, well, hot cakes. I mean, not hot cookies. And they came back, and they are just being there. They are not doing anything special or you know names worthy. It's sad, but hey, that's not how I want to kick off this book, but it just rolled out of my mouth. Sorry. So let's dive in. So what is happening? Doctor Doom, classic Doctor Doom, and his I always the poses that he does so dramatic. I love that. He kidnapped or he just caught the Fantastic Four, and he's blasting an energy beam into this person here that is lying there on the table or standing there on the table. I don't know. And it seems that here that the people are in uprising, and the son, I believe, yeah, no, the brother of King Rudolfo, named Zorba. He is the leader of the mob, and they want to vote Doctor Doom out as a monarch, and so that Zorba can take his place as his rightful owner. And and Doctor Doom says, no, no, just wait till midnight. There's a coronation, and I'm going to stepping away from being a king, and then all will going to be fine. Just give me some time, etc. So he's stalling, and going back to the insults, he's here, toad cretin, and he's just constantly in insulting people. In this case, is that Hauptmann, his I don't know, chief scientist or something. Hauptmann is great. He's a perfectly coward. So skipping a few pages, and then he blasts Doctor Doom blasts this with his finger into the into the crowd, and he said, "Oh no, sorry, I wasn't meant to do that," because he was sick of the crowd, so he blasted into them, and then, hey, listen, Doom, if you want a war, we have weapons too. And I said, no, 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 just give me a second, wait to the coronation, it's going to be fine. And then he's going back into the castle, and then he's going to Alicia Masters here, and Alicia needs to finish because he was kidnapped too somehow, and to a this statue of Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom lies basically to her, but not really, because he says, I've been accused of misdeeds, that I'm being a dictator, and that's not what I am. I'm a good ruler. I love my country and my people, and that's true. Doctor Doom really loves his country, his people, although in a really weird way, because he was always terrorizing them, and somehow at some point later they worshipped him still. Well, maybe because he is a ruler and they lost the will to fight him. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, he really cares for his people. But at the same time, also Doctor Doom thinks himself that he's a good guy. Well, good guy. Well, more like what he does justify the means, and he's also a very petty man, but that makes him great. So she needs to finish the statue before midnight because it was represented as a gift to the United Nations when his son is taking over the government. So then Hauptmann stays behind in the chamber that the Fantastic Four is being held, and then well, they escape. We see Mr. Fantastic breaking out. Hauptmann, shits his pants, and he said, "Well, if I'm going to flee, they're going to find me and kill me." So he kind of runs off to Doctor Doom and said, "Hey, they've, Fantastic Four is escaping," and that's exactly what Reed Richards is counting on. And then he does something with the controls when it comes to the energy flow, but come that back to a little bit later. So the Fantastic Four escapes, and they are, getting attacked by the droids, and they are, dealing with them in a very easy way. I mean, they are Fantastic Four, and I mean, these are droids. The droids don't pose a threat at all, sometimes. And I must say, before I forget, I love the art, and the artist is, let me quick, Keith Pollard and Joe Sinnott. Joe Sinnott, yeah, and Mark Wolfman. Mark Wolfman is a great writer. He also did Dracula, by the way. Mark Wolfman and Gene Colan, that combo. Yeah, great stuff. So the time has come, and we see here that they are, found Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom says, "Hey, listen, not's gonna happen. Stay back, or I'm gonna hurt Alicia here." And well, the Thing, who is of course in love with Alicia for since day one, wants to attack her, and Richards says, "No, don't do that. We let ourselves captured," and then we skip to the coronation, and then Doctor Doom being a funny guy again, and he says, "Hey, you are my loyal subjects, and I always put my own welfare before my own. And why why else would I construct my servo units if not to protect you? Why else would I make certain you are never permitted to stray beyond our borders, if not to help and avoid the possible perils to the outside world may bring?" Basically, stay in your lane or else. So it seems that he wasn't to go step down from the throne and putting his power into why am I forgetting his name again? I'm so bad with names. Zorba. And he says, "Well, this is my son, and I'm gonna transfer my power and my position to him." Basically, this is not Christoph, by the way. This is a totally different person. I mean, Christoph is also the quote-unquote son of Doctor Doom, and that's a story for another day. Basically, he possessed Christoph, I believe, for some time, and then not, and then Christoph became his illegitimate son, or he adopted him. I forget the details. So okay, so what's going to happen? Zorba says, "Listen, we need to free the Fantastic Four. Otherwise, this is not going to work. This is our moment. We have to seize it." So they're going to free the Fantastic Four, and then it reveals that before they do the coronation, it's not his son; it's a clone of Victor Von Doom. And Victor says, "Wow, well, this is not going to happen." And he sends his androids to dispatch of the resistance. And then we see, because of, he's being pumped up of all this energy, that he is transformed into a Thing, just like the Thing, although different, in a different way. And then the Thing says, "Hey, Reed, Doom's kid looks like just me, only not as handsome." I chuckled. And I said, there must be a power feedback. Not knowing what Doom was up to, I couldn't allow for every contingency. And it says that because of what happened in a machine, that this was not supposed to be happen. He was to have powers, but not transforming himself into a monster. He says, Dr. Doom, your face is almost as horrible as my own. And he says, go destroy the abysmal cretins who have done this to you. And he says, no, I'm not going to do that. So the clone turns against Dr. Doom, which is great because it seems that he says, I am not like you. I am the one who was before you became Dr. Doom. I was the one who, before all the hate and before you hate yourself. And he says, and the truth is, you sicken me. It truly sickens me. And then he attacks, and then Doom was in shock and said, no, you cannot attack me. You are me. Are you crazy? So they are battling with each other. And then, skipping a few pages again, what happens is that the clone of Dr. Doom says, listen, I am you before you hate yourself. You turn into a maniac and you cannot stand the fact that I'm different than you. And Dr. Doom screams that, shut up, I'm Doom. I'm not hating myself. It's enough that I am Dr. Doom. The world fears my every word and deadly command. And he says, no, it isn't enough. Admit that you hate what you are. Admit it, or you will have lost that last shred of humanity that may still exist. And he says, no, silence, I will hear no more. And he kills his clone. And I said, I cannot stand your blasphemous lies. I silence you forever. And this year, well, I'm not going to show that, but an unspeakable act that he just actually killed himself. Well, his clone, which is himself. And then Dr. Doom also again in shock. I said, why did you make me kill you? Why did you torment me? And he says, why? And that's the end of the book. And it goes on in the next book that there is a big battle between Reed Richards and Dr. Doom. And it's a great battle. It's one of the ages. I read it years ago, and it's fantastic. I don't have the issue, but I read it in a Dutch issue, translated. It's fantastic. And so I highly recommend these kind of comics, but also this issue, and also, issue 200. It's going to be a blast, so pick it up if you have it. And then again, we are at the end of the video. Like, subscribe if you want, hit the bell for notifications. Back my book, Black Heart Matter. See you next time. Until the next video. Bye, guys.